Good evening. My name is Martha Beck, and I am a Marshall Township resident. I live in the Squaw Creek subdivision with the Kalamazoo in my backyard, and literally my backyard. And I was just informed about the Megasite last Thursday. I've spoken to neighbors and friends over the weekend, and they were all equally uninformed and appalled by what's going on. I'm here to voice my very strong opposition to the proposed land transfer to the city of Marshall. I'm particularly concerned about the lack of transparency with the process. This project did not just start up a few years or months ago, yet there is zero information about the Megasite in the Advisor, the Choose Michigan website, and other community forums. Marshall prides itself on its quaint downtown, its rich history, and its friendly small town vibe. A change this momentous will irrevocably, I can't say that word, change this area forever. And residents should have a say in this. The public notice is placed in the Advisor by the township and the city mentioned things like Public Act 425. Did anybody know what that was before you came here? I had to look it up.
That'll be a hell no.
Yeah, okay. creating an I-3 zoning code. I didn't know what that was either, and I had to look that one up. Heavy industry and the transfer of the land. Yet no mention was made that this was specific to the Megasite in any of those public notices. And I'm veering off this, but most people look at those notices in the paper and they go, oh, that's interesting, and but do you pursue it any further to figure out what that is? When you see a long line of all these land tracts or land properties and their numbers, you go,
no,
so, yeah.
we don't do that.
Right.
We already got the solar panel village going on
Right.
15 Mile Road, so there you go.
So yet, you can say that you met the letter of the law with these public notices that are in the newspaper, but you have not met the intent of the law, which is to keep all of us as residents informed about what's going on. There should have been public Q&A meetings from the very beginning of this process, and I start the clock on that when you received or applied for the MEDC grant. Applied for it, not was awarded it. Again, the lack of transparency and the dearth of public input make it appear that you want to squelch public opposition and or are hiding something, and I find that very troublesome. Finally, according to the meeting minutes of the October 4th Planning Commission, the Township Planning Commission, the master plan changes have been put on hold. I don't know if that's changed. So the township should take this opportunity to hold clearly described and well-publicized meetings to allow residents to comment on the Megasite and its impact on the greater Marshall community. And then those comments should be seriously considered, given weight, and not simply ignored. Because that's a complaint I've heard a lot of about the solar array that's north of town, north of the community.
Yeah.
Remember, you work for us. You're making huge decisions without giving us any input, and we don't even know the right questions to ask because there's little information out there on how this has all progressed. You had, I guess a question I have, and it doesn't need to be answered now, is when did this all start? I don't even know how long ago. Probably, when you get these grants, they take a long time to create the application, submit it, and then they review it, and then they award it, and it can take a long time. I know I've done this, but gone through this process before. So you had ample opportunity to hold meetings and let us know what the heck was going on. So.
I can, and I don't mean to interrupt you, and it's not.
No, I'm done, that's all right. So,
But
yeah.
we have not applied for a grant. We do not have a grant. The township does not.
My understanding was, there is a grant out there for this
I
site,
believe-
right?
MAEDA.
Correct.
I believe that the
MAEDA.
Marshall Area Economic
Correct,
Development
correct,
Alliance has it.
correct. I understand that, but Marshall Township and the city of Lansing work together on a lot of this. That's what this land transfer is all about.
That the
So
land
yes,
transfer,
it, technically, no, you specifically did not apply for it, but it was applied for by someone. And it is, because you're involved with it, it's still your responsibility to let us know what's going on. And I think you failed in that job, quite frankly.
Sherry Mason from Ceresco. And I too, like the lady that just spoke before you.
You speak up, Mike.
Just so you know, talk across it so you don't get the
You don't have to put the camera on me. Take it
Oh,
off.
no, I'm just like when you hear it.
Camera off me, okay?
Sit back.
Okay, like the lady just said, I'm not aware of the background, your agenda, and there's a lot of things I don't know about this project. But one thing I do know, we're residents here. I don't know what your intent is to come to Ceresco, Marshall area. Apparently you think it's a thriving place, it's a place to build, which I see revenue dollars in your eyes. Huge factory, a lot of revenue, a lot of jobs. Good luck hiring somebody. But I think what you may fail to see, you're destroying, you're disrupting the community. You don't know anything about these people sitting here tonight except a few things. They're not happy. They don't want you coming into our community and destroying it. There's generations sitting out here tonight from the Marshall area, Ceresco, wherever. And your plan is to come in, destroy, uproot generations of family, farming that keeps us with food. Does that resonate anything with you? This is their livelihood. What do you expect us to do? You gonna sell us all out and not really care where we go? Our jobs? The farmers? I don't know, maybe some of the farmers have sold out already. I do not know. But a few things I do know. If you're going to disrupt a community, destroy families, destroy neighborhoods, you know what? You can take that to your own community and do that. I don't know where you folks are from, except Mr. Alba. Are you local?
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
And are you? I guess I don't know you people. So, is anybody here tonight from the project? Or is this just town hall meeting for the citizens? Is there any representation from this project here tonight?
There won't be.
I didn't know that.
They'll stay silent to the last minute. They ain't gonna come out and say nothing.
And I can't say it's been done until, because I really don't know, and that's my opinion. I don't have anything in writing, I haven't seen any documentation where this has been a done deal, but I will tell you this. About a year ago, I stopped over here in this office because I heard rumblings. You know what I was told? Don't know what you're talking about. Same thing with the solar farm up here. She didn't know one thing about it, and I'm like, yeah, I think you do, because these things don't happen overnight. And my apologies, because I really, to be honest with you, I assume that part of you might have been with the project, but I would hope that you would let them know they can take their project, take it to their homeland where they are from, and disrupt their community, and leave our community where it is, intact, thriving. If we didn't like living here, guess what? We'd probably move.
Amen.
But these people, this is their home. And maybe we should start where you live. Let's have where you live. Let's start at the top. Okay? Some of these people have lived in their homes probably 50, 60 years. And I would imagine there's people living here who have lived in a home that has been passed down for generations. The farmland. We're killing ourselves, what we're doing. And I'm not happy about it. And I would hope there's enough citizens here tonight that would voice their concern. We don't have to get mad, we don't have to get really upset, but our concern. Leave this area as it is. If you want to do anything,
Make it a state park.
but don't disrupt our community. Leave us where we are. And I think we do have a say. The voice of the people. And like she said, you know what? You work for the people who elected you. Too many times, people who are elected have their own agenda, and they forget about the people who voted them in. You need to turn that wheel around. We elected you to service us, to represent us. And I would hope this is not a done deal. Because if it is, we've got a lot of people in the community, I don't care, maybe on the outskirts of Marshall, that are not in agreement. I don't want to move. I don't want to relocate. I like where I live. But don't force me to move out. And I would hope that you would hear people sitting here tonight and other meetings that you may have. Hear us out. Don't blow us off. And I think you can, I think you know we're sincere. We're not here to make trouble. We're here to say, you know what? Leave us alone. Take your project and go destroy another community if you want, because you're going to destroy a lot of people's lives here if you do it. And I don't think that's what you want. And if you think Marshall is really nice, leave it as it is. They can't make it any nicer with a big complex and uprooting everything. And they know that. These people have a lot of power in their money. We've seen it, we all know it. Money talks. And if I was a betting person, it doesn't matter what we say here tonight, because it's probably a done deal. But I hope it's not.
No, no.
Listen to the people who have elected you in. Listen to the people who pay their taxes to keep Marshall as what it is. And these trees are getting uprooted the other night. I stopped and said to the guy, I said, hey, what's this all about? He says, we're going to put a new road in. I said, you got to take all the trees out? He goes, yes. I said, since when?
You're gonna widen the
The wheels
road.
begin to click. It has nothing to do with that. It has what to do why we're here tonight. Your project behind the scenes. Because don't tell me you got to rip every flipping tree out when you make a new road. I have yet to see that happen. But it's sure happening over here. And what a shame. You're disrupting nature. One other thing I tell you, I have thousands of pictures that I have taken of the sunrise at the Suresco Dam. And I'm here to tell you, if you have not taken a moment of your morning for your heart to be opened up, you need to take a walk down the Suresco Dam on that river at 5:30, 6:30, 8 o'clock now, and watch the sunset. Because I'm telling you, it is the most beautiful place to capture a picture of the sunrise. I have thousands of pictures on my phone, and I'm going to show you, not here, but later. Don't take that away from me. Don't take that away from the people. And if you haven't gone down there, like I said, to see the sunrise, you need to go down there and you need to let your heart be open and your soul. You need to see what it's like to watch the sunrise come up over that river. Don't take that away.
Go, girl.
Name's Josh Hood. I want to start out by thanking all you guys for showing up tonight. My biggest worry about this is you put something like that along that river, there's thousands of people that enjoy the recreation of that river, or down the river. Kids, adults, elderly, doesn't matter. Right, all kayaking, fishing, the wildlife, it's all the way down the side of that river. The second influx is gonna be, you bring that many jobs that fast and grow that quick in this town, you're gonna double the capacity of the school system. You're gonna have no housing. What are you gonna do with all this?
Hospital?
You're gonna be another rundown town that can't keep up with the growth that they did. You know, there's a time for growth and it happens slowly and easily. That way it's supported. You can't come in and double the size of a small town like this and change everything for the almighty dollar. When is enough enough? 3 years now, everybody's had to deal with being broke. 3 years. Told to stay home, can't work. We're all still here. That dollar didn't hurt us that bad, did it? There's no reason to chase that much money over a crooked ass deal. You're gonna put, the potential of the battery plant in there, and you're gonna dump that water in that river. You can't even lie about that. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna dilute it down until it's a certain parts per million, and you're gonna dump it. I mean, does anybody here know what chemicals go into batteries? Thoroughly? Nowadays batteries. We're not talking just your car batteries. Nowadays batteries. These car batteries, the electric car batteries, the alkaline batteries, the amount of mining, the lithium that goes into those, you're gonna put that out here?
Toxic.
And then everything that can't be dumped, they're gonna evaporate. Where's that go? What's that gonna do for our community? Our small, wonderful town? I'd hope to hell you guys had more pride than that.
Amen.
Hello, I'm Frank Brownell. I live on the Kalamazoo River at Squaw Creek. We enjoy that river, yeah, our grandkids do, and everybody. I have just a couple of questions, Dave. Is anybody here is this Jim Durant here?
No.
The guy that's pushing this?
No.
He lives in Mason.
Of course not.
Is this tape gonna go to them? Are they gonna see any of this, or are we just talking for sake of doing it?
I'm not sure who's taping this.
Yeah, I'll make sure it gets to them.
When are we gonna speak to them?
That's a good point.
I just,
Possibly
how
tomorrow,
does this relate to
council
what they do?
Cities tomorrow.
To see the public response, or does it not matter for them? I don't wanna put you on the spot, Dave, I understand. I mean, you have a vested interest in this township,
Yeah,
as much as anybody, or even more.
Right.
You know, all of you guys do. And I just don't, I see the monster in here is the one that's not here, is the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. And the reason that I think that they push places like this over here is they don't have to go into a spot that's been industrial before and already has contaminations where they gotta clean all that crap up before they put their stuff in. And they go to a greenfield like this out here, and it's so much cheaper for them. All they gotta do is move a little dirt and they're ready to business. You know, I don't understand with the push like like some parties have in politics lately with the green theme, I'm gonna call it, lack of better terms, I suppose, because everybody argues with what you say. What's their carbon footprint gonna do this plant when they take all the trees out, all the soybeans, all the corn, all that stuff that scrubs the atmosphere and gives us fresh air and fresh water? You know, I go to that argument there, not that I was a farmer, and you make your living from take care of Mother Earth, you know, take care of your ground. But I guess I've gone rambling on here. I think the monster in the room is not these guys particularly. It's your state senators, your governor, the ones that really push this stuff from the state of Michigan. They're making the deals with this Jim Durant that's not even here, and whether he'll hear the stuff is what I wonder about myself. If this is going to do us any good, or if we're just abiding by the laws that they say that we have our work, I guess our chance to say what we think, you know. But I guess I said my piece. I'm not happy with it at all. I think there's better places to put it. They've got the industrial park over here that's got lots of room at the end of it. Why
On the old
I don't understand why they can't go over there, Dave. You know,
Can't do nothing with that for another
somebody.
25 years.
But, I mean, there's plenty of spots, so this is just easy for them.
You read to when I talked to you
So it might be different.
Evening, folks. I'm Pete Bailey, Marshall Township resident. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got something to say here. With the issue of this heavy metal industrial site wanting to come in on all four into Marshall, all four sides of Marshall would be impacted, would be shut down. I'll also open the door for other sites in Calhoun County. It'll ruin what we know, nice place to live, good place to raise our kids and grandkids. The pollution factor would be everywhere from noise, light, and etc. Once this happens, the surrounding area will never be the same. The board needs to think of its resident and its future resident. And by the way, we pay our taxes and we pay your salaries. Thank you very much.
Blaine Kowalski, Marshall Township. Dave, I apologize, I don't have a copy of the agenda. We're not into the public hearing.
No, we're not in.
Okay. I just wanna say a few things to maybe help some folks, cause I've been following this for a while. And as you know, I've been talking about the master plan for at least 2 years. So to kind of break it down in very simple terms, I think tonight what I would ask of the board is to vote for a resolution calling for a referendum on these P 425 transfers. So, and I'll come back to this later, but there's an existing February 9th, 2022 master agreement, as we've talked. And the title of that is Master 425 Agreement. So if that's a 425 agreement, there should have been a public hearing. And there wasn't a public hearing. So it would be illegal if that was the case. Let's say, for example, though I think you and I talked, that maybe that isn't considered a formal 425 transfer. These transfers that have been put forth, each one of them refer back to that master document. So, and that's why we're here tonight, because this is a public hearing. So the fact that that agreement, the way I read it,